Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be doing a video on who should you use the speed special move source for, because I don't believe I've done this one. I believe I did one for the power one, and I haven't done one for the speed one. And yeah, I'm going to have a little tier list for it. It's basically just my speed tier list from earlier, like a week or two ago. But if you don't know, if you logged in for the 30th day or whatever, you can get the speed special move source. So you have about, I believe someone told me you have about 10 more days. Right here you have till the 31st. But yeah, you just can't really miss that many days, otherwise you're going to miss out on it. Because I believe you have to log in for 15 consecutive days, and then that's how you get it, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, hopefully you guys got it. It's definitely one of the best items in the entire game, and just keep logging in until you get it. But now, who should you use it on? So this is my tier list, and I'm not going to lie, I think there's like legitimately only like 2 characters that's actually worth using it on. One's a bit older, but she is still at the top of her game, and that is Senju. My bad. Yatru Unohana, and then Kenpachi. Those are like the only 2 I think would be actually worth it. Kangdu, you don't need him 5-5. I've used him in very hard guild quests. He still gets like a 48-second clear at 1 out of 5, and you can probably do even better if you have you know, better gameplay, but he still does exceptionally well. Macy has been replaced with Shinji. Shinji is better. Now, obviously, if you don't summon for Shinji, maybe you want to give it to Macy, but she's like almost, what, a year and a half old at this point? Pretty close. And then Senjumaru is a farmer. Who would use it on this guy? Toshiro, no. He's a farmer, no. Ulk is very outdated at this point, so I don't think he's worth. Or you just give it to your favorite character. Also, don't let me take that away from you. If your favorite character is Mr. Zangetsu right here, and you want to use it, sure. Max out your favorite character. It is a mobile game. It does not matter that much. But if you want to know in terms of like the meta, I would say it's either worth saving for a potential better speed characters down the line somehow. Like, let's say you have Kenpachi and Unohana, both 2-5, or yeah, both 2-5. I would not spend it. I would save it. 3-5, the attack boost is, or the attack stat is basically useless. The defense is basically useless. Stamina is basically useless. If the character is not 1-5 or 4-5, I don't recommend ever using a move source on any character ever, unless it's your favorite character. But Kenpachi is a premium character. Granted, yes, there's like a super low chance of pulling him. It's like incredibly low, but you can pull him. You can pull him from tickets down the line, and we only get one move source like every few months. We haven't had a technique one in almost 2 years at this point, so that goes to show how very rare these are. Granted, they gave out 2 this anniversary, which is pretty cool. Yatru, she is a bit more limited, but it looks like she's starting to return in filler now with 1000 Above War banners, or at least end of month banners, unlike the mid-month, which is fine. So hopefully she reruns more often, but obviously we don't know how often she's going to return. She's only rerun on 1 banner so far, and we barely even get like 1000 Above War Aizen and Yuha and Yamamoto. So it's like, it could just be an anniversary and end of year thing, where they add these insane 1000 Above War fillers. But if you want to use it on Yatru, make her at least 2-5, or make it where she's 4-5 and then use the move source, because getting her 3-5, 4-5, that is the most useless stat ever. It does not matter. As for Kenpachi, same thing. If he's 1-5, you can definitely get him to 2-5. He is an absolute powerhouse. He's probably the best speed character in the entire game, in my opinion, especially in terms of his damage output. But in terms of like gameplay, I'm not gonna say Kenny's better. He's slower. He feels a bit more sluggish. Yatru is definitely the more enjoyable character to use. But yeah, this is legitimately how I would rank it. I can't really see any character really being better. Like, I mean, yeah, you could argue, oh well, I need a 2-5. No, sure, I guess, but it's a NAD character, it's a side character in GQ. Your main character is going to be your SP character that's going to be dealing out most of the damage, you know. And then also on top of that, Yatru also has 2 killers, which is insane. You know, you have to also think about that. 2 killers, insane. At least Kenny has killer plus, so he can. People are speculating he might be able to work in ranged spot, which I'm very curious to see how that goes. I don't think we've gotten it since he's dropped. Very curious. But yeah, I mean, outside of that, I can't really think of another character that's actually worth using a special move source on. That's like actually of value. Like, a lot of them are just side characters, farmers you do not need. Tensa and Senjumaru are very good characters. but you don't need dupes on them. They do so much damage because of their Pierce Iron Skin and an extra 100% to non-status afflicted ailment enemies. Macy is you could. Kangdu is like you could, but I don't really see it using these because like you have Yuha, you have Mugetsu, you don't need Kangdu dupes, and Mugetsu is also premium, so you could potentially pull him, and then like he's just as good as Kangdu and Yuha. Like I did all of them at 1 out of 5, and they got all super close numbers. It's not like a drastic difference or anything. And yet again, Macy, you know, she's a very good character, but you know she's a bit older, you know, and potentially when we get another Burn the Witch banner, which we haven't had one in almost a year, so we should be due one fairly soon. If I had to guess, maybe she'll be in that filler as well, or or maybe she'll rerun. But I wouldn't recommend summoning on a rerun for Burn the Witch, to be honest. But yeah, that is pretty much about it. A super quick video. I only think it's worth using on Kenpachi or Unohana if you have them 1 out of 5 or 4 out of 5, so you can 5-5 them, get them that extra 6 slot, and hopefully you get the 3-star SP. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below who you actually ended up using it on. I will be saving it. My Kenny is only 1-5, Yachu's already 5-5, so I will be saving my special move source. And yeah, take care, and hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day, and peace out.